Happy Memorial Day 2023. Hope you are doing well. It is Monday night, Memorial Day in the United States of America. This is a very special day, of course, in this country where we remember those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms that we enjoy. It is a wonderful Monday. I hope that you had a great weekend wherever you are in the world and hope that your Monday is going well. I plan to do this live stream on Friday around noon. It's the typical time that I like to do the Arrow video reaction live stream, but because we were getting on the road to Florida at that time, decided to just push it off to Monday. And that gave me a little bit more time to take a look at the announcements for August 2023 for Arrow video. And I got to tell you, in looking at these titles, the more I look at these titles for August 2023, my excitement meter for Arrow video is beginning to move in a more positive direction. As I've said before, the last several months, and I've said this on other videos and other streams, Arrow has kind of had a bit of a slow start for me for 2023 after getting super excited with Arrow video last year with some amazing titles that came out with RoboCop and American Werewolf in London, Tenebrae being my favorite overall physical media release of last year. I was really high on Arrow last year and very much looking forward to what Arrow had in store for this year. So far, I've been a little bit disappointed, though. It's been a little bit slow going in terms of Arrow titles coming out that I've gotten excited about. But that excitement train is starting to grow. I have my pre-orders in for the Bruce Lee Golden Harvest set, as well as Hugo on 4K. Mallrats is coming in just a few weeks, I think, at the end of June. So things are beginning to pick up. And when you look at this August slate, there's quite a bit to be excited about. So let me show who is out here. We have a few people out here. I didn't, I moved this around. So, definitely you think most people will probably catch this on a replay, but just wanted to pop on here for a few minutes and share my reaction to Arrow's titles for August 2023. We do have Caveman in the house here. He says, smash that like button. Thank you, Caveman. I appreciate it. For this cool, crazy cat. Who's he talking about? Oh, he's talking about that guy over there, right? He can't be talking about me. But anyway, one of my favorite YouTubers. Well, I appreciate that. Or maybe the other person you were talking about appreciates it. But thank you, Caveman. Right? Well, I'm glad to have you. Let's see. We have Adrian saying hello. Hope you are doing well. I'm doing very good. Just doing great. Just thanking the Lord to be here, to be honest with you. So just got back in from Florida yesterday. Let's see. I'm saying good evening to everybody. I'm saying hello to Cayman and Adrian. South End on Sea Arts, Mr. Steve, I believe, is saying hi, James. Hello, Steve. Hope you're doing well. I believe you're across the pond. And let's see, Adrian saying happy bank holiday, everyone. Yes, Adrian, you are also, I recently discovered that you are also in England. So hope you are doing well. It is the bank holiday for you over there. And see, we had a bank holiday here in the UK. It's now Tuesday here. I pre-ordered. Oh, that's right. It is Tuesday, 5 hours ahead. So actually, are y'all 5 hours ahead of us right now? So that means it's like just past midnight. So here I pre-ordered the Weird Science already. I'll get Time Bandits from Criterion. Yeah, we'll talk about Time Bandits because that's going to be an interesting release. But yes, Weird Science. My pre-order is going in probably as soon as I get off of this stream here. Cletus saying, hey, James. Yeah. So we have a few people out here this evening and just glad that you're able to join. Glad you're able to join, whether it's in this live or whether you catch it on a replay. But let's start to dive into these Arrow video titles here in just a second. But before we dive into the Arrow video titles, I do want to show on the screen here a poll I did on my community page recently, because this goes back to what I was talking about just a few minutes ago, where I was saying been a little bit disappointed with Arrow videos so far in 2023. Things are picking up, but early going, it's a little bit slow. And so I just put a poll out there just saying, hey, we're pretty passionate on this channel about the boutique labels, in particular Criterion, Arrow, and Kino. So got a little boutique label 2023, almost mid-year pulse check. So doing a little bit of a pulse check-in, How are these three cool boutique labels doing so far this year between Criterion, Arrow, and Video? I'm sorry, Criterion, Arrow, and Kino. So how are they doing so far? So I just asked, which label are you most pleased with for the year at this point, based on titles announced through July? And the results are pretty clear. Criterion is a clear winner. There's a lot of Criterion fans on this channel who subscribe to this channel and are involved in this content, so that's not surprising. But Criterion is a pretty big lead at 56%. Kino Lorber about 30 points behind at 26%. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I would have expected, I wouldn't have been at all surprised if Kino was the leader, if that was almost flipped, because Kino has been killing it all year long, even the last 2 years, actually. But yeah, Criterion's coming in at 56%. Kino's coming in at 26%. But check out where Arrow is. 16%, a good 10 points behind Kino and 40 points behind Criterion. And I think that's reflective of what I was talking about, in that Arrow's output for the year so far, particularly here in terms of titles available directly domestically here in the United States, it's been a little bit slow. So I think that's reflected in this poll. And then just only a few people expressed that they weren't happy with any of the above. So, you know, I do think that the Arrow favorability is going to grow as the year progresses, especially with this August slate. But this is just a snapshot of how people were feeling. This is based on 263 votes. Of course, tomorrow I'll be getting this title on my doorstep, Thelma and Louise, Criterion 4K Ultra HD. It's a digipack, which I was surprised to see. I've seen on Facebook, some people, and on Instagram, people have been getting this title early. And I picked up, I think it was on Friday or Saturday, that I saw a picture of it and I realized, oh, that's going to be a digipack. So I'm really excited about Thelma and Louise. This is going to be just a wonderful, wonderful title to dive into from director Ridley Scott. I've never seen it before. I already kind of have the ending spoiled for me, but that's okay. But I'm just looking forward to watching this journey, seeing, the story, seeing the wonderful landscapes they're going through, how they look in 4K Ultra HD with the Dolby Vision. So very excited about this particular title, and I plan to do a review on the channel before the end of the week. Will probably be the first video of the month of June, my Thelma and Louise 4K Ultra HD review. And then here's another title coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber. It is the 4K release of Night of the Hunter. So very excited about this title. Of course, I had the Criterion edition on Blu-ray. This is the 4K that's coming out from Kino, and I just cannot wait for this title. Actually, I'm going to have to wait because it was originally scheduled for tomorrow, but I got the notification from Amazon that it's not going to come until next week now. So I can't wait, but I'm going to be forced to wait because it's not coming out till next week. So that is that for what's coming out this week and next week, and kind of what the general pulse is in the community around these three boutique labels. But tonight it's all about Arrow Video. So let us, without any further ado, share my screen again and let's dive into what's going on in the month of August. What is coming to us this wonderful month of August coming up, which will be here before we know it. Time flies, folks. It just flies. Time waits for nobody. Not me, not you, not anybody. So what do we have coming to us? Let me just scroll down here to the very beginning when they start. I love it when they start out. This is on Twitter. They say, hey, time for our August title reveals. Great. So what are you revealing to us? So Arrow Films Video pre-order Time Bandits in the UK. So they have Time Bandits on 4K Ultra HD. This was the first title that they announced, that Time Bandits is coming out in 4K Ultra HD in the month of August. Now, I find this announcement to be very interesting because this is going to be a UK release from Arrow Video in one of their fantastic 4K limited edition box sets. There's also a Criterion Collection edition coming out in the month of June. So it's going to be very interesting to see which edition people want to pick up. So that is going to be a very interesting thing to see. So I'm going to actually pull up the I'm going to go to one of these sites here. We have pre-order time Bendis in the UK at Zavi, or pre-order it through HMV Tweets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Zavi, and I'm going to stop sharing here so that I can come back here for a moment. Hello. And I'm going to reshare my screen again so that you may see the actual Zavi site. I made that mistake before when I would go to another page and you weren't able to see it. This time I realized that when you switch screens, you're not able, that you, the audience, aren't able to see that. So I am rectifying that mistake now. So this is how that Time Bendis edition looks. Look at this. This is the cover, or the box. This is the cover, or the 4K case with the Time Bandits, and it's probably got the reversible art, which so it's got this reversible art, which is super cool. We love that. We love that. And then this is the total set. Here's your poster. Here's your 4K disc. Here is what I presume to be a booklet. So yeah, this is a very nice looking set indeed. So this is the film that established Terry Gilliam as more than just Monty Python's resident animator. This delightfully inventive children's fantasy is about young Kevin Craig Warnock, who finds himself traveling through holes in the space-time continuum in the company of half a dozen fractious dwarfs. So along the way, he encounters Agamemnon, who was played by Sean Connery, and Robin Hood, played by John Cleese. So that's interesting. Napoleon, Ian Holm, and winds up as a passenger on the Titanic. So it's a pretty crazy adventure. I've never seen this film before. I've seen Time Bandits from Criterion, the Blu-ray edition from Criterion, for a number of years, even back when they had that lenticular case when it first came out. I'm not sure if they're still doing that or not, but the Criterion edition has been out for a number of years. I have never picked it up. Criterion is releasing a 4K Ultra HD of Time Bandits, and now Arrow Video is releasing a 4K in the UK for Time Bandits. So it's a rights issue, I would imagine. Arrow Video has the rights for 4K overseas or in the UK, and the Criterion Collection has the rights for the 4K edition here in the United States. So this raises a very important question, and I will come back here to talk about. And I will present to you, fine people. You are all fine people. All of you are fine people. That presents to us a very interesting question. Which edition to get? Which Time Bandits 4K should you get? That is going to be a question that I think people are going to want to think about. And so it really just comes down to a couple of situations. If let's say you are a person who already has the Criterion Blu-ray, and you're looking at it and you're thinking, okay, Criterion is going to release a 4K of Time Bandits. And let's say you love this movie and you're thinking about upgrading to that Criterion 4K. I think that this is going to give you something to think about, because if you already have the Criterion Blu-ray edition of Time Bandits, and you have Arrow releasing this 4K of Time Bandits, given that the special features aren't going to be any different on that Criterion 4K, that might be a consideration to maybe look at this Arrow edition 4K. So something to think about. But this is a side-by-side comparison of the Criterion 4K special features for Time Bandits and then the Arrow 4K special features. So in both cases, you're getting a 4K restoration. You're getting Dolby Vision in both cases. Of course, you're going to also have the HDR10 compatible. It looks like you're getting the same, you're getting an uncompressed stereo soundtrack here on the 4K edition, which is interesting. On the Arrow edition, you are getting uncompressed stereo PCM and 5.1 DTS HD master audio options. So that appears to be a difference between the Arrow and the Criterion in the audio department, based on what I'm reading here. But the other differences lie in the special features. So you have an audio commentary here that features Gilliam. You have a program on the creation of the film, a conversation between Gilliam and film scholar Peter von Bog. And then over here, when you look to the right, you have different special features. So what I'm basically saying is, if you're thinking about which edition to get, I would definitely take a look which 4K edition to get. If you're going to get Time Bandits on 4K, you'll want to think about, this list of special features. Now, of course, if you want to get both of them, then you don't have much of a decision to make. But if it's going to come down to one or two, if I were in the boat of someone that already had the Criterion Blu-ray, I would lean heavily to get the Arrow edition instead of the Criterion edition, just because you're not getting any new special features, and you would at least get the additional features that you would get on the Arrow edition that you wouldn't have on the Criterion. And also, it appears you have this additional audio option. So that's something to consider. And then, of course, these Arrow limited editions are just sweet. So this is the decision point that I think people will want to think about as they're considering the Criterion 4K of Time Bandits or the Arrow 4K of Time Bandits. So food for thought. Let's see what people are thinking out there. Let's see. I've been to South End many years ago, says Adrian. Wonderful. He remembers the Time Bandits. Great. Let's see here. Zavi and HMV no longer ship to US. You'll likely be able to get it at Diabolique or Orbit. Yeah. I have not used Diabolique or Orbit yet, but I've heard great things about them. Let's see. I have the Arrow Blu-ray of Time Bandits, so have the features. I'll get the Criterion 4K. Yeah, see, there you go. And that's the other thing. If you are, if you're in that same boat on the Arrow side, you have the Arrow Blu-ray, and you're seeing these two options, you probably want to get the other label 4K, and then you have all those special features. That's probably the way to go. So yeah, Time Bandits looks interesting. I am sort of on the fence as to whether or not I'm going to pick that one up. I'm a lot more excited about some of the other titles, but this year, 2023, is definitely the year of Gilliam on 4K. Criterion's The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. We've recently gotten 12 Monkeys on 4K from Arrow. I think that came out last year, I want to say. We've gotten the, what else is on 4K from Terry Gilliam? Fisher King, Criterion. So Terry Gilliam's getting a lot of 4K love, and I think that's awesome. He deserves it. So let us share my screen again, and let's see what else is coming out. So we've got, so far, Arrow's off to a good start for August. Time Bandits on 4K. You got a couple of options, either through Zavi or HMV if you're in the UK. And then, of course, if you're in the US, you can go to options like Diabolique or Orbit DVD, as South End studiously pointed out. Thank you very much. So Time Bandits is a title that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about. This next title here is another title I think people are going to be very excited about. And this is the Film Noir Collection Volume 3. This is also a UK release through Zavi and HMV Tweets. So once again, I'm going to click on this, and we'll take a moment to spend time on this one as well. And I'll have to reshare my screen so that you can actually see my screen. So you see here, we're on the Zavi site. This is the Film Noir Collection Volume 3 Limited Edition. I don't have either of the first two volumes. So this would be a new one for me. We're getting 4 films: Calcutta, Ride the Pink Horse, Outside the Law, and The Female Animal. 4 discs, 1 for each film. You see these, I believe these are poster cards. So very, very interesting one here. So we've got Calcutta's a 1946 film where we have a Neil, played by Alan Ladd, who played in Shane, is a cynical cargo pilot. He investigates the murder of a close friend and finds himself falling into the arms of his late friend's mysterious fiancée. When he connects the murder to a ring of illicit jewelry smugglers, he becomes their next target. So very interesting. Then you have Ride the Pink Horse, 1947. And you have Gagin, who is played by Robert Montgomery. Lady in the Lake, a surly former GI, goes after the crime boss who murdered his friend. His gambit is to put the screws to the gangster with the same extortion plot that got Gagin's buddy killed. Now, this film, Ride the Pink Horse, has a Criterion Collection release that came out a number of years ago. It's actually spy number 750 in the Criterion Collection. So this is probably about 5 years old, is my guess. But this is a wonderful edition from the Criterion Collection on Blu-ray that I already have. So that's one of the films. This is from 1947. This is one of the 4 films that is in this Arrow edition. And so if you happen to have this film and you love this film, this is going to be a nice pickup for you if you plan to get these other films as well as Ride the Pink Horse in this Arrow edition, because you're likely to get some additional special features that you don't have on the Criterion edition. So that's cool. So you've got, of course, high definition. These are 1080p presentations of the 4 films: Calcutta, Ride the Pink Horse, Outside the Law, and The Female Animal. Lossless mono audio on all films. Get audio commentaries on here, which is great for Ride the Pink Horse, Outside the Law, and The Female Animal, which is great. A brand new visual essay on Calcutta. So just some nice features here. Brand new visual essay on Outside the Law, visual essays on Ride the Pink Horse that are brand new. So these would not be on this Criterion edition. So that's a brand new visual essay. So if you're a fan of that film, if you're a fan of Robert Montgomery, who happens to be the father of Samantha, who is Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched, if you happen to be a fan of this film, then you're going to get an extra visual essay in this release. And you get the limited edition packaging with the reversible sleeves, which is great, double-sided fold-out posters, and a limited edition hardback collector's book. So this is a very nice edition. It's coming in at RRP of $64.99, but listed for $49.99, I believe, pounds on the Zavi site. So if you're in the UK, this looks like this could be a really pretty good deal. So one to definitely check out, and you're able to pre-order this on the Zavi site as well as HMV Tweets. So let me stop sharing my screen. Let me know in the comments how many of you are excited about the film noir classics, those 4 film noir classics. What is the excitement level for those releases? I know that this film was really good. It's been a number of years since I've seen Ride the Pink Horse, but this is very, very good. Nice film noir. And I would imagine that those other films are good as well. And those would be new discoveries for me whenever I get around to seeing them. So let's see here. South End says, I had the, okay, yeah, he already said he has the Arrow Blu-ray of Time Bandits, so had the features, get the Criterion. Great, great, great move. Mr. KB from KB Loves Movies, how are you doing, sir? Happy Monday to you as well. Hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day. I am, and I hope you are having a great Memorial Day as well in KC. Hope things are well with you. Hope you had a great weekend. And we have Adrian saying hello to KB, KB saying hello to Adrian, people exchanging hellos. So KB, I'm definitely in for The Last House on the Left. If I can get Weird Science 4K on a good deal, I might bite. Want to keep my Blu-ray Steelbook. Yeah. Yeah, and that's really interesting because I remember during the last, I think it was the November sale last year for Criterion that was in Barnes & Noble, and I passed by the little area where they had the Arrows also 50% off during a portion of the sale. And I saw that Weird Science, and I was very tempted to get that Blu-ray. And I'm glad that I held off at the time. Glad I held off. What's up, Mr. Dell on Movies? How are you doing, sir? See, I have a bare bones Blu-ray of Time Bandits. I might be persuaded to get the 4K for a sale price. Okay. Yeah, Time Bandits, I've not seen that movie. I've held off on it for some time. I'm glad now that I held off on the Criterion Blu-ray. And now it's just going to come down to, do I get the Arrow? Do I get the Criterion edition or the Arrow edition, or do I get either one of them? How many of you if you love Time Bandits, let me know in the comments section. That'll help people like myself and others make a decision as to whether or not we even want to get that edition. So far we've talked about Time Bandits, 4K, the Terry Gilliam film. This is the year of Terry Gilliam on 4K, folks. I mean, Time Bandits is coming out with 4K from both Criterion here in the United States and Arrow across the pond, we have the Fisher King that's out on Criterion that has a sweet 4K disc. That is a great addition. I upgraded from Blu-ray and I'm very happy with the upgrade. And if you don't already have that on Blu-ray, definitely pick up that Fisher King 4K. It's one of Terry Gilliam's. It's my favorite Gilliam film, quite honestly. And that's a great 4K. The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, if you're a fan of that film, they have a 4K from Criterion, so pick that up. And of course, that 12 Monkeys from Arrow came out, I believe, last year. So a lot of good stuff. Dell saying hello to KB. KB saying hello back to Mr. Dell. Good Little Mermaid review. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. I was literally on the way back here. I was in Publix just a few minutes ago getting wings, and I was on my phone and I saw, oh, I see Dell has a review for Little Mermaid. So I have the YouTube Premium, so I just downloaded it on my phone. So I'm going to check out that review in just a little bit shortly after this stream, Dell. So looking forward to hearing it. So yeah, so let's check out some more of these Arrow titles here. So I'm going to share my screen again. Let's share our screen and see what is out there from Arrow. So yeah, so this film noir set looks really cool. I mean, if you like film noir, if you like films like Double Indemnity, if you like movies like that, this is probably going to be, something to consider diving into. Sunset Boulevard, nice film noir. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking these films out. I just don't know if it'll be, August or if it'll be sometime later in the year. I might try to catch it on a sale in November if the box set is available then. This next title is a title that I'm very, very intrigued with, that I want to hear your thoughts on if you have seen this particular film. This is a film. It says here, pre-order Unman, Wittering, and Zigo. And so it's available in the US through Grindhouse Video as well as through Zavi. So I'm going to click on the Grindhouse Video entry. I'm going to stop sharing again so that I can reshare. They got to figure out, I don't know how to make it like automatically go to the next one. But anyway, this is Unman, Wittering, and Zigo. This is a film by John McKenzie starring David Hemmings. Now, this is very interesting to me. When I read what this movie is about, I really got intrigued. So it says, boys will be boys in this scathing psychological thriller set within the hidebound but testosterone-charged confines of a remote coastal British private school, produced by and starring David Hemmings, Blow Up and Deep Red. Yeah, so I have both of those editions. I have Blow Up on Criterion, that digipack. Wonderful film. Love that film. It sort of partially inspired Blowout, the Brian De Palma film starring John Travolta in 1981. So Blow Up came out in 1966 and David Hemmings is in it. He basically stars as a photographer in that film. And of course, in Blowout with John Travolta's a sound man. So, but it's the same concept, recording a murder. It's just fantastic. So David Hemmings was in Blow Up. He's also in Dario Argento's Deep Red, which I got that Arrow 4K limited edition box set for Deep Red. It's excellent. So I loved him in both of these. He's starring in this film as John Ebony. He's the idealistic young schoolmaster who arrives at Chantry School for Boys on his first assignment, employed to fill the shoes of his predecessor, Pelham, who has recently been found dead at the bottom of a nearby cliff. Taking up residence in a cottage in the school's grounds with his restless young wife, Sylvia, played by Carolyn Seymour, Ebony is eager to make a good impression, but immediately gets off on the wrong foot with his assigned pupils, discovering the boys of class lower 5B, minus the perpetually absent Zigo, to be unruly and defiant. However, they might possibly know more about Pelham's demise than the school's headmaster and his fellow staff are letting on. So what do these students have to do with the murder of their former teacher? David Hemmings is the new teacher, and he's being caught up in this. And that is the premise of this film, Unman, Wittering, and Zigo, a film by John McKenzie. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is a very interesting looking set here. It's the limited edition packaging. This is a Blu-ray. It's not a 4K, and it just looks fantastic. I mean, I have to say, this is the way the box will look. This will be on Blu-ray, and you may ask, well, oh, I don't know if I should get that because they may release it on 4K. Who knows? I'm not really deterred by that. I'm really intrigued by this film, by this movie, and I'm probably going to pull the trigger and get this one because of the premise of the film. I'm very fascinated by this premise. When you look at the special features, you get a brand new audio commentary, which is great to see. Brand new appreciation by critic, broadcaster, and cultural historian Matthew Sweet. Okay, very, very cool. You get the original 1958 recording of Giles Cooper's radio play, and you get an image gallery, a fold-out poster, reversible sleeve. So typical limited edition features. Doesn't look like an overly packed edition, but you do get that new commentary. You get an appreciation by a critic here, and as well as some other folks with some cast members included in here. You get a recording from the radio play. So not an overly packed edition, but some nice special features nonetheless that I think is going to really help to flesh out this movie. So this is a movie I'm really interested in, and I am looking forward to getting it on Blu-ray. So this is the Grindhouse Video site. I'm going to put my order in with Grindhouse Video probably in the next, either if not tonight, maybe later on this week. So let me know what you think about this film in the comments section. Speaking of the comments section, let's see who else is out there. Let's see. South End says, I just recorded my video for Time Bandit's Loss of Info on Handmade Films who produced it. Okay, cool. Smash that like button for this cool, crazy cat. I appreciate that, Caveman. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What movie is the thumbnail? I've seen it before. I can't remember. What movie is the thumbnail? Oh, you mean the thumbnail for this video? Well, let me see. I gotta remind myself what my thumbnail was. Hold on. Oh, if I can remember. Hold on. The thumbnail. Oh, you mean of the Kelly? Oh, we're getting to it. Of course, Kelly LeBrock is the two movies we're about to get to. So just hold on. Let's see. I will at some time watch Time Bandits again to determine if I even want to get that film. That's kind of where I'm at, PDX. I'm just not sure if that film is gonna be my cup of tea. Maybe I need to give it a chance. Maybe I should give it a chance. Unman, Wittering, and Ziegler was a stage play. Okay. Now it's a film. So, or it was a film. I'm not sure what year that movie came out. Unman, Wittering. Actually, I just looked it up on IMDb recently. 1971. 1971 is when Unman, Wittering, and Ziegler came out. So let us go back to look at what else is coming out from Arrow Video. So yeah, some pretty good stuff so far. I mean, folks, if you're into Time Bandits, you're going to be very happy. New 4K coming out. It's going to give you a choice. You already have the Criterion Blu-ray, probably going to lean toward getting that Arrow 4K. If you already have the Arrow Blu-ray of Time Bandits, you're probably going to lean toward getting that Criterion 4K. So there's some good. What I like about that is it gives you choices, which is great. People like choices. Then we've got Film Noir Collection Volume 3 Limited Edition, 4 films, Film Noir titles, including this title that also is on Criterion on Blu-ray, Ride the Pink Horse. And then this Blu-ray's limited edition of Unman, Wittering, and Ziegler, the 1971 film starring David Hemmings, looks really, really intriguing. Nice looking set, as you see here. Now, this next film is a film that I'm also interested in, starring Jackie Chan, and this is available in the U.S. via Grindhouse Video as well as Zavi. It's called New Fist of Fury. So it's 5 years after the Bruce Lee Fist of Fury. This is a New Fist of Fury starring Jackie Chan. So I'm going to click on this, and again, as you know, I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to represent my screen again so you can see New Fist of Fury. So here it is. So New Fist of Fury limited edition Blu-ray. Again, this is a Blu-ray, not a 4K. As you can see here, this is a limited edition. So this is how it looks. I love these Arrow limited editions, folks. I mean, I've been getting the 4K versions. These are some Blu-rays. So these are titles that may or may not be getting a 4K. So if you're trying to decide, or if you're on the fence as to whether or not, should I wait and just wait for the 4K? In some cases, the 4K might not ever come. And I would suspect this could be one of those titles that's, they're going to put out a nice Blu-ray edition and we may not see a 4K. So sometimes it's best to just, if you see something really cool, if it's a film you're interested in, maybe not get hung up on the format and just go ahead and get it. That's what I'm doing with Unmen, with the Unmen Wittering and Zigo Blu-ray set. So this is a nice looking Blu-ray limited edition box set. You see the poster, you see the booklet, you see the case, which is probably got a reversible going on. This is how the box looks right here. Just nice. You have Jackie Chan. It's directed by Lo Wei. You have Nora Mai and Chan Sing in this film. I love this art here. Looks very nice. $24.99 on this Grindhouse Video site, which sounds like a really, really good deal, really good price. Coming out August 29th, so that's good to know. Says here, almost 5 years after breaking all Hong Kong box office records with the instant classic Fist of Fury, his last collaboration with the late Bruce Lee, director Lo Wei got to work on a sequel. It would be the first major leading role for Lo's latest discovery, a young actor who had been a stuntman on the original film, but would soon be as massive a star as Lee. His name, Jackie Chan. So this is Shanghai in 1910, so it's a period piece. So that's interesting. So we'll definitely be thinking about checking this one out. Get a new 2K restoration from the original negatives by Fortune Star. So that's great to see. Get 1080p Blu-rays of the 120 minute original theatrical cut and the 82-minute 1980 re-release cut. So you get two cuts of the film. So that's very interesting to see. Here's some information on the audio, original Mandarin and English lossless mono audio. And let's see here, same for the re-release cut. So that's great. Get a new feature commentary. I love seeing that on the theatrical cut. New feature commentary on the re-release cut. So that's great. See, a new video essay. So double-sided fold-out poster, reversible sleeve, which is great. Featuring the original and newly commissioned artwork by Tony Stella. Illustrated collector's booklet. So folks, this looks like a really nice set, I must say. And this is one of the titles that has me excited for the month of August. Like I said, of the 6 titles that are announced for August from Arrow Video, there's about 4 of them that I'm really excited about, and this is one of those titles. So I'm looking forward to checking out this new Fist of Fury. So I am going to share my screen again and get to the next title. And then I'll jump back to the comments and we will wrap this bad boy up. We will bring this ship home here on this Memorial Day. Hope you've had a great Memorial Day holiday and that you've had some good time with family and friends and the people that you love and care about. And that if you're here in the United States or from the United States or wherever you are in the world, that you've taken a moment to just sort of think about and remember those who have sacrificed for us. New Fist of Fury. Nice looking set here. So now we get to a title that I am really excited about. That is probably the headliner for me for the month of, or one of the headliners. We got 2 titles left. This is Weird Science on 4K Ultra HD. I saw this Blu-ray limited edition set a few months ago, I guess back in 2022 during the November sale. Now we have this 4K edition coming out, and I'm very excited about it. Look how it looks here. This nice fold out. You see the 4K. You see the booklet. You see the cover art on the disc. It's probably going to be a reversible deal going on, but this is available in the United States of America through Grindhouse Video as well as through Zavi. So in this case, I'm going to click on the Zavi site here this time. I've given Grindhouse a lot of love. Now I'm going to go back and give Zavi some more love. Zavi deserves some love too. So I got to kind of spread it around a little bit. Let's go to Weird Science. Weird Science. That song is going off in my head now. So let's just scroll through and check out these images. See Kelly LeBrock, Anthony Michael Hall, and his co-star. Love it. I love the music. I love that song. This is a John Hughes film from, I believe, 1985. This is the original art. So this is showing the reversible. So this is the case here. And then this is, showing you the original theatrical art here. Just great. And you have the option of that updated view, which is fantastic. And this is the whole set. So I love that. So let's see here. They went from zeros to heroes in one fantastic weekend. If you can't get a date, make one. After proving himself the king of heartfelt teen flicks with 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club, writer-director John Hughes infused the genre with a hefty dose of whacked-out sci-fi comedy and Weird Science, a film where every teenage boy's wildest fantasies come to life. Perennially picked on high school nerds Gary, Anthony Michael Hall, 16 Candles, and Wyatt, played by Ilian Mitchell Smith, are sick of their status at the bottom of the social food chain. Using Wyatt's computer, the two hatch a plan to create their dream woman. And following a massive power surge, that woman unexpectedly appears in the form of Lisa, played by Kelly LeBrock. Gorgeous, intelligent, and blessed with limitless magic powers, Lisa makes the boys' dreams come true. But what about Wyatt's gun-toting psycho older brother, Chet, played by the late, great Bill Paxton? And the two bullies, Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, Iron Man, and Vamp's Robert Rusler, determined to put them back in their place. So, folks, this is a fun movie. This is a movie that I grew up watching. I love this movie so much. I've seen it so many times. I can't even tell you. This is just one of those fun movies from the 80s, John Hughes film, just all-time classic. And this is just I cannot recommend this enough. And I'm so happy to have the chance to see this come out on 4K Ultra HD. And I cannot wait to get this title in my hands. This is a new restoration by Arrow Films from a 4K scan of the original negative. Great to see that. We're getting a 4K UHD Blu-ray presentation in Dolby Vision. So we're getting that Dolby Vision grade HDR10 compatible, which is great to see. Getting lossless stereo audio plus a 5.1 DTS HD master audio surround option, which is what I will probably be playing. That's the theatrical version only. So we're getting the theatrical version and edited for TV version of the film, which is only 94 minutes, and that is in SD. So that's only going to be on the, I guess, are we getting a separate Blu-ray? I'm not sure. But you get several features here. I mean, just fantastic. And I'm through the moon excited about this particular title. We're getting of course, the booklet, illustrated booklet, getting a double-sided fold-out poster and a reversible sleeve showing the classic theatrical poster as well as that updated sort of modern neo-looking poster. So very excited. And this is by Tracy Ching, did the commission artwork. So this is an exciting release, folks. This is going to be offered for $34.99. It's a 4K Ultra HD limited edition box set from our friends at Arrow Video, delivering to us Weird Science on 4K Ultra HD. Cannot wait. This is coming out August the 22nd, 2023. So this is the title that has me the most excited, and I cannot wait for this one. Let me go ahead and stop sharing and come out and see what you all think about Weird Science. Kelly LeBrock, Anthony Michael Hall, Ilian Mitchell Smith. What do y'all think about Chet? What do you think about Robert Downey Jr., this classic of all time, Weird Science? What do you think? Let's see. Where did I leave off? All right. So Dylan says, my next criterion will be One False Move, 1992. Cool. Yeah, that's going to be on 4K too, I believe, right? It's coming out in 4K in the month of July, I believe, and that has Bill Paxton in it. So Bill Paxton, we're going to get Bill Paxton in that film, as well as Weird Science. His character of Chet is just, he's great. He is great. He is great. Let's see. Dell says, I love Jackie Chan. Hopefully my wallet can keep up with that love. Yeah, I tell you, man, it's gonna be challenging. I mean, I'm already having to kind of like think about, okay, well, what all am I getting? I know I'm getting that Bruce Lee set. I already had that on pre-order. Getting Hugo, got huge Criterion sale in the month of July. And now we have these titles coming out in August. So things are really heating up. And Arrow is starting to pick it up. They're starting to pick it up a little bit because the first half of the year, it was, for me, the first half of the year for Arrow was sort of like okay, where's the titles? I'm not excited yet. What's going on? So I'm glad to see them finally picking it up. So I got Weird Science Blu-ray, but we'll double dip for the 4K. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm glad I held off on getting that Blu-ray. I did not get it, and now I'm really happy I did hold off. Dell says, I'll probably have to rewatch Weird Science before getting it. Surprisingly, I don't have it at all. Yeah, I don't have it either. I don't have a copy of Weird Science at all on physical. So this will be my first time having it on physical and my first time seeing the movie in a long time. So I'm looking forward to rewatching it 4K. KB says he loves Weird Science. I waited for the longest time, then I found the steelbook for under $20. Great deal. Great deal. Gotta love that. I still haven't seen Weird Science. Is now on my watch list. Definitely check it out, Klaus. You will have a great opportunity to watch it this August on 4K Ultra HD. Mr. Bob, how are you doing? The remake of The Last House on the Left was excellent. I can't wait for that one. Yes, that is coming up next. Cannot wait for that one. And I'm saying that based upon my reading the synopsis, because I have not seen the film, but based on what I've seen on IMDb, the description of the film, or was it IMDb or was it on the website? Either way, I'm really excited about that title because that looks like a really interesting horror film. Hope you're doing well, Bob. And you've got a pretty awesome stream coming up tomorrow. I think the 3 Factions. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Let's see. So let's go out here and let us check out the last title. So we've got Weird Science, folks. This is going to be this is going to be an epic release. I cannot wait for this one coming out on 4K Ultra HD. And then the last title here is one that I'm really fascinated to check out. Never seen this one before. It is a horror title. It is called The Last House on the Left. Now, people have been asking, is this the original from the 1970s or is this the updated version? This is the 2009 film. So this is the remake, or I guess it's a remake of the original film. It's coming out in 4K Ultra HD. You see the 2 discs here. So I presume that's a 4K and a Blu-ray, but let's check out the particulars here. So it's available from Grindhouse in the United States as well as Zabi. So let's go ahead and check out the Grindhouse site. I'm going to stop sharing, do a reshare, share, reshare. You know the drill. Let's check out The Last House on the Left. Here it is. Not now. There was a little pop-up there that says, make Chrome easier. No, I'm going to stick with the way it is right now. Let's see, Grindhouse video. So this is The Last House on the Left, 2009. So this is the 2009 version of the film. It's limited edition 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. And this is one of those, this is a Dennis Eliadis film. Is that how you pronounce it? Love this cover. Love this cover, man. Check out this set. I mean, this looks crazy. Look at this book here. This is the case, the 4K case. This is the cover. You can get these 2 discs. Very attractive looking 4K Ultra HD limited edition set coming in at $32.99. Pretty sweet. This is how the box looks. So I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. This hits the street on August the 29th. So toward the end of August. So The Last House on the Left is a vicious and efficient updating of the 1972 controversial graphic shocker of the same name, produced by its original director-producer pairing of Wes Craven and Sean Cunningham. So the legendary late, great Wes Craven and Sean Cunningham. It says here, when athletic teen Mari Collingwood, played by Sarah Paxton, opts to hang out with her friend Paige in town rather than spend an evening in with her parents, vacationing at the family's remote lake house. It marks the beginning of a night no one is going to forget. The two girls wind up in the company of escaped convict Krug, played by Garrett Dillahunt, and his makeshift family of vile career criminals who kidnap and brutally assault them before leaving them for dead. Fleeing from the scene of their violent crime during a storm, the thugs inadvertently seek refuge with Mari's parents, anxious as to why their daughter hasn't come home yet, and primed to unleash the full forces of hell on anyone who would dare to touch so much as a hair on their head. Yeah, so when I read this paragraph here, folks, I said, I'm in. I'm all the way in. I am in for this title. I am excited about The Last House on the Left. I've not seen it before. I have not seen the original. I have not seen this remake, but I am inspired to see them both. And I'm definitely planning to pick this one up from Arrow Video in this 4K limited edition that is coming out at the end of August. So it says here that we're getting two versions of the film, the original theatrical version on the 4K and the unrated version on the Blu-ray. So that's the differences in the discs. You get the two different versions. We get uncompressed stereo audio and a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 surround option for both films. So that's great. We get the collector's booklet. We get the reversible sleeve. So that's great. And you're getting, see, Dolby Vision on the 4K, brand new audio commentary. We get an interview with Sarah Paxton, A River of Blood. We get the Notorious Krug, a new 27-minute interview with actor Garrett. Yeah, we get a bunch of new interviews, a ton of new interviews, folks. We get Look Inside featurette from the film's original 2009 release, deleted scenes, a trailer, image gallery. So, folks, you can read the special features here. This is a pretty packed looking edition from our friends at Arrow Video, coming in at $32.99, coming out on August the 29th of this year. So I'm excited about this title and I'm looking forward to picking it up. And yeah, Grindhouse Video as well as Zavi are the options. What do y'all think? Are y'all excited about The Last House on the Left? What do you think about those titles? Let me catch some of these here. Yeah. Let me catch some of these comments here. See, South End on South Sea Arts, like you, James, love Bill Paxton in the film. Michael Anthony Hall is perfect. Absolutely perfect. All of the characters are great in Weird Science. They're all, the comedy is perfect. Everybody is just perfectly cast in that movie. I just love everybody. Anthony Michael Hall is great. I think Ilian Michael Smith, I think I just butchered his name, but his friend, great in that movie. Kelly LeBrock is great in the movie. Bill Paxton's great. Robert Downey Jr. and his friends, perfect. It's just fantastic John Hughes movie. A lot of fun. I cannot wait to revisit it. Bob Dell saying hello to Bob. Let's see. Bob saying, I don't know if you've seen the original, but this one is more tasteful and less graphic, I'd say. And thank you, James. I hope you like the remake when you get it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out for sure. I'm really intrigued. And it's one of the, 4 of 6 titles that I am super excited about. This is the first month, I would say, for Arrow that I've been super excited. Like last month, I got more excited with that Bruce Lee set and the Hugo. I'm like, okay, great. Things are heating up now for Arrow. And this month is taking it higher. So I'm really excited about the second half for Arrow. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out The Last House on the Left and sharing thoughts on it. I'll probably do a review on that title on this channel in the month of September. Let's see. Michael's saying, I need to take June off. Spent way too much in the Vinegar Syndrome sale. Yeah, I'm probably in a similar boat. For me, June is going to be fairly light in anticipation of the upcoming July and August months, particularly the Criterion sale in July, that Bruce Lee set, the August releases from Arrow Video. But I do plan to pick up John Wick 4 in the month of June. So I'll definitely be picking that one up. Let's see. Bob saying hello back to Dell. Hope you're doing well. People saying hello to one another. See, Dell says The Last House remake is underrated and the original is overrated. Oh, okay. So about even for me. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to check them both out. Probably we'll start off with this 2009 version from Arrow, and then I'll go back and check out the original as well. Let's see. Bob says, I didn't realize all the new interviews. I absolutely love that. Now I'm even more excited. Thanks for that info. Oh, no problem, Bob. Yeah, I mean, that's what I love about Arrow has when they do put out limited editions that I've picked up, there has not been one limited edition from Arrow that I picked up of the 4K sets I've gotten so far that I've been unhappy with. I have been blown away by the special features on those Arrow limited editions. So really looking forward to that one. See, Michael Smith, not a fan of the original Last House on the Left, didn't see the remake. Okay. Well, it sounds like the remake is the one to check out. So but yeah, so folks, I mean, we have a very nice looking slate of titles coming out in the month of August to really be excited about. I mean, as I look here, we've got this new Fist of Fury available in the United States and in Canada. Jackie Chan, double thumbs up. Looking forward to that one. Time Bandits is one, kind of on the fence on that one. I'm not sure I'm going to get that one or not. And if I do get it, I'm trying to decide, should I get the Criterion 4K or should I get the Arrow 4K? So that's a decision point for me, at least. And that's available in the UK, that the Time Bandits 4K for Arrow. Last House on the Left, we just talked about it. UK, US, and Canada getting this 4K. Absolutely. I'll be pre-ordering that this week, along with Weird Science, also available in the UK, United States, and Canada on 4K Ultra HD. Really glad I held off on that Blu-ray edition. Now I'm getting this 4K. Love this film. This one here is going to be a new discovery for me altogether. Unman, Wittering, and Zigo. This one starring David Hemmings. Psychological thriller. Looking forward to checking this one out from 1971. You all know, if you follow this channel, how much I love those 1970s films. So this is another one. So I'm looking forward to checking out this Arrow Blu-ray limited edition available in the United States and Canada. And then this is an edition here that I think, that I think people will be very intrigued by. That is available, I believe, only, if I'm looking at this correctly, in the UK, if I'm looking at this right. And that's the 4 film noir classics, volume 3. Now, I'm not familiar with the first 2 volumes, but this is volume 3, and it's got Calcutta, it's got Ride the Pink Horse, Outside the Law, and The Female Animal. This is a very nice looking set on Blu-ray from Arrow Video. And this is a title that I will probably consider picking up perhaps in the November sale. If they have it available 50% off in November, we'll probably pick this one up then. So this is a very nice looking slate for Arrow Video. Let me know what you think about these in the comments here. Let's see here. Dell says, great stream. Thank you, Dell. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Michael says, Baron Munchausen on 4K looks incredible. One of the best 4Ks I've seen. Yes, that is a very nice looking 4K. Very nice looking 4K indeed. And this is the year of Terry Gilliam on 4K. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're catching this on a replay, what do you think about these Arrow titles for August 2023? How have you been feeling about Arrows so far this year? How much excitement do you feel for these titles that have been announced for August, for July? And what do you feel the outlook is for the remainder of the year for Arrow Video? Are you excited? What is your excitement meter? And what titles do you plan to pick up? Let me know all that goodness in the comments section below. And of course, as we close out here, I just want to take a moment to just bring up, Memorial Day, mention Memorial Day again. This is a day to remember and honor. And I am just, so thankful to, all who serve, who currently serve, who are, who have served before. But of course, we set aside Memorial Day here in the United States to just give special recognition to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms that we enjoy. So we always want to take a moment, not only today, but always, to remember and honor them. So thank you to them and their families, and may the Lord bless them. But yeah, I really do appreciate you all joining us tonight. And if you're catching this on a replay or whenever you're watching this, whatever you're doing, hope you enjoy it. I'm about to head out now and catch this game 7 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Will the Boston Celtics make history tonight and be the first team in the NBA history to overcome an 0-3 deficit, or will the Miami Heat avoid collapse and make it to the NBA Finals? That is what's on tap tonight. That's what's at stake tonight in Game 7 in Boston. So I'll be checking that out with my son downstairs in the basement. But whatever you get into, hope you enjoy it, and we'll look to see you next time at the movies. Peace. Have a great night, everybody.